5 websites, all claiming to sell real TikTok followers. I tested every single one, checked the delivery process, saw what actually they provided for me, and I'm comparing every single one of them in today's video. And surprise, surprise, only one of them actually held up, so you gotta watch at the end of the video to actually find out who it was. Let's get into it. So first up is going to be Twicsy.com. Now, I used these guys previously in a video, and as they do claim that they have over 1,000 verified customers, 1.5 million individual users and counting, I pretty much bought the TikTok service, and I bought only 100 followers just to test it out. And within a couple days, or actually like a week from now, all the followers literally dropped. So I had like 1,300, I went to 1,400. I came back like 3 days later, and then I was back at 1,330. The followers were not really good whatsoever, even though I ordered like a good premium service. And they look legit, right? Everything looks good. Everything is, everybody talks about online, but this website just did not hold up to my expectations. All right, so next up we have SocialWick.com. Now this one's also pretty popular. They've been operating since 2017. Like I said, millions of orders across Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Honestly, some of the cheapest pricing on the market, so it's pretty good, right? But kind of the same story here. You order the followers. They showed up within minutes, which, again, you think is good, but it's really not. There was a drop in the count pretty much like after a week, and follower quality was pretty much a hit or miss. Like some profiles were good, some are bad. Some look like they were created just to follow people. Some of them, had some activity, but again, pretty much limited profiles, no real engagement history. Decent service, but again, quality and retention didn't really hold up to my standards. That's essentially what we're paying for at the end of the day with this website. Not too much of a fan of this one, but again, it is pretty popular in the space. All right, next we have Media Mister. Now, they've been operating since 2012, which by far is like the latest one. Dude, the internet was like launched in 2012. Like it was a long time ago. These people have been in the game for quite some time now, and I haven't heard about them that much. Whenever I started to use them, though, like a lot of people started mentioning this website. So they have personally processed over 500,000 orders. The service is a little bit different from the ones in the past that I tested. So this one, again, you would expect the prices to be more expensive, right? But like they're pretty much about the same as the other ones. The followers didn't arrive pretty much all at once. They came gradually over time, and which is kind of exactly how natural growth is supposed to happen. So you kind of want it to, obviously stay on your account. And like I said, after pretty much an entire week, the followers didn't drop. Like I think maybe like 1 or 2, but that's probably one of my own followers. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like you can check on the profiles, no noticeable drops. Whenever I clicked on the profiles, like I mentioned, they had bios, the visible comments, stories, likes, and all that sort of stuff. And obviously have a good legitimate profile. And like I said, the engagement patterns were also pretty consistent. Like I could have sworn I've seen some of the accounts that I bought started liking my posts or starting viewing my reels, which is pretty freaking cool. Okay, so next we have viewsforyou.com. I haven't really heard about this one, not too much in the space, but I wanted to go ahead and bring it up because this used to be just a YouTube service where you can buy like views, likes, and subscribers. They eventually expanded into Instagram and TikTok because that's like a big thing now. They offer 2 different tiers, high quality and real followers, and I mean you would understand the difference. So delivery was better than the first 2, not Media Mister, but like it was better than the first 2. But after a week, the count it held up better. I thought it would drop. It dropped a little bit, obviously a lot less than the first 2, but no, I mean it did all right, just a small dip. It wasn't too horrible. No, the only part is where it got tricky was the follower count. So the real profile tier looked noticeably better than the high quality tier, which was kind of weird, but that's okay. I mean, some had proper posts, other were clearly crap accounts, but you get the idea here. All right, and for our 5th and final website, this is Viralyft.com, or yeah, however you want to say it. So last one, this one's been running since 2014, so again, kind of on the older side. They've been claiming to sell over 1.5 million customers, which is incredible. Delivery was good. I'm not gonna lie. They didn't dump all at once. They came in again with a longer window. Drop-offs were small, like they did happen. I mean, that's expected to happen. But the follower quality, that's the only reason why I'm not too big on this one. Now keep in mind, this list is not ranked. Like we're not going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just showing the top 5 websites that are in the space. So don't keep this as like a number 1 type of thing. But like I said, the follower quality is where it got mixed. Some were good, right? Some are bad. That's the only issue. I want real followers that are actually engaged, that actually have a good standpoint. And like I said, some of the profiles look solid. Profile pictures, bios, everything. But whenever I kept scrolling, I started seeing accounts with like no post, no tag, commitments, literally nothing. And I didn't like that whatsoever. And I mean, it wasn't terrible. Like I said, their prices are also good. You can also track your order, stuff like that. But again, I want real accounts. So out of the 5 websites, I'm going to go ahead and simply rank each and every single one of them. So for Twicsy, I'm going to rate that like a 2.7 out of 5. The account and the entire website looks good, but again, the actual quality of what you're getting, the huge drop-offs, the crappy profiles, not really what you want. So for SocialWick, I'm going to go ahead and rate them like a 3 out of 5. They're not the best. They're not the worst. I would say their prices are good. Like I would say if you want like a bunch of followers for cheap, eventually they'll drop off. I mean, go for it. But like at the end of the day, you want those followers to retain because it's like it's putting money to something just for it to run away. So again, 3 out of 5, good pricing, but everything drops like very quickly. All right, so for reviews.com or reviewsforyou.com, we are going to go ahead and give them like a 3.7 out of 5. Again, it's better, but I think over time they just like, you know, good pricing, all this sort of stuff. The only issue is the followers, like the people that are on your profile. Again, you want the full shebang. You want everything to go from there. And I'm not even going to worry about it. For Viralyft, this one is coming in at the second spot. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 stars. Everything's good. Like their pricing, you know, their delivery speed, the profiles are decent. Sometimes it's inconsistent though. Like you'll have good profiles, but not every single time you'll have good profiles. So that's the only issue. And coming in for the number 1 spot on my personal ranking, I would choose Media Mister almost every single time. And I'm not sponsored by them whatsoever, but I just wanted to go ahead and give my rating on that. So they have, I actually wrote this down, they have a gradual delivery, 0 drop off, and the most realistic profiles out of all the 5. And it's very real. I mean, you can go in my profile, TikTok, you can go ahead and look at the followers. Like it is the exact same thing is exactly what I'm telling you, and I stand behind it. So there you have it. I tested all 5, essentially showed you everything behind the scenes because I've ordered from every single one of these websites, and I ranked them on exactly what actually happened, what my experience was like. And out of all the 5, I would recommend Media Mister. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to them in the description down below. It's not even going to be an affiliate link. It's just going to be their website because they are by far the best service so far. And let me know in the comment section if you guys tried any other services that you want me to review, because you know, there's a lot out there that claim to be good. People promote it, but they're just not good whatsoever. So let me know, and I hopefully you guys found some value in this video.